ठीक है. Hello, how are you? Yes, today we will discuss on protein targeting, sorting and defects. These are the minor topics which is necessary to read. Sometime university examination, so please listen carefully, and some important points of this lecture will be beneficial for your examination point of view. Now let us. हैंग कर गया. Sorry for interruption.
अभी सर कुछ नहीं दे सकते तो ब्रेक में.
अच्छा, ठीक है. लेट अस स्टार्ट. प्रोटीन टारगेटिंग. प्रोटीन टारगेटिंग इज अ सॉल्यूशन. न्यूली सिंथेसाइज्ड प्रोटीन्स जो होते हैं, दे आर प्रोग्राम्ड टू टारगेट सम स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गन्स और लोकेशन इन द सेल. Just like on the letter we write the address and pin code number. According to the address and pin code, the letter is delivered at the final destination. Same followed by this the protein targeting. It's all targeted to particular subcellular organelles. Subcellular organelles में एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलस, पैरोक्सिसोम, लाइसोसोम, कुछ भी हो सकता है. सबसेलुलर ऑर्गेनेल्स में जो प्रोटीन्स होते हैं, स्पेसिफिक एंजाइम्स होते हैं, दे आर टारगेटेड फ्रॉम द प्लेस ऑफ सिंथेसिस. नाउ next is incorporated to plasma membrane. As we know that plasma membrane has so many types of proteins incorporated itself, as proteins are comes from the place of synthesis, but they have the some specific tag to target to incorporation plasma membrane. And next is secretion from the cell. How the secretion proteins are targeted. So all these category we will discuss one by one. Now a specific targeting mechanism. Behind the all targeting we have the some specific mechanism. That mechanism is concisely briefly we will discuss here. A specific targeting mechanism exists for specific amino acids or a sugar residue on the protein, or transport proteins that recognize synthesized proteins होते हैं after attach some specific amino acids and a specific some sugar genes that are targeted to the secretions are released into lumen of endoplasmic reticulum. For controlling the secretion of proteins is the जो न्यूली सिंथेसाइज प्रोटीन्स होते हैं उनके एंड टर्मिनल पर सिंथेसाइज होता है. दैट सिग्नल सीक्वेंस हेल्प टू डिसाइड द टारगेट. सीक्वेंस आर बाउंड टू अ सिग्नल रिकॉग्निशन पार्टिकल कॉम्प्लेक्स. जो राइबोसोम आर वी नो दैट कि mRNA पर अटैच होते हैं और प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस करते हैं, और mRNA राइबोसोम जो सिग्नल सीक्वेंस को सिंथेसाइज करेगा, दैट टाइम SRP particles will make there the complex. Why? Because the ribose SRP complex will carry this complex on the surface of the rough endoplasmic reticulum and attach to the SRP particle which attach to the SRP receptors till the ribosome bound on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum. So SRP signal recognition particle in ribose signal sequence and SRP complex binds to SRP receptors on the cytosol site of endoplasmic reticulum. When the ribosomes becomes attached on the endoplasmic reticulum, SRP is released and can be reused. SRP particles रिलीज हो जाते हैं और दूसरे कॉम्प्लेक्स के साथ कॉम्प्लेक्स बना करके दूसरा रिसाइकलिंग के लिए यूज कर लिए जाते हैं. As newly synthesized protein passes through endoplasmic reticulum, signal peptidase cleaves the signal peplasmic reticulum. तो जैसे ही न्यूली सिंथेसाइज प्रोटीन होगा वो उसमें रिलीज कर दिया जाता है और सिग्नल पेप्टाइड जो है वो सिग्नल पेप्टिडेज एंजाइम्स द्वारा डिग्रेड कर देते हैं. न्यूली सिंथेसाइज प्रोटीन इज यूजुअली मॉडिफाइड ऑफन बाय अ ग्लाइकोसाइड. सी इन दिस डायग्राम, whole story is looking in the diagram. This is the mRNA and the ribosomes which is synthesizing the red thread like structure, that is a signal sequence, and this signal sequence is sufficient to bind with SRP signal recognition particle के साथ bind होकर. This blue colored is the SRP receptor. So this SRP receptor which is present in the complex, and when newly synthesized proteins synthesized is on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, and newly synthesized protein released into the lumen of the endoplasmic reticulum, then at this time when ribosome is attached on the surface, the SRP particles released for recycling. Add colored, which is known as the signal sequence, is degraded by is the enzyme that is a signal peptidase. ये इसको degrade कर. So this is the whole story of secretory protein, targeting of secretory protein. Now, plasma membrane protein. Protein targeted to the plasma membrane are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum. Protein remains anchored to the membrane of the rough endoplasmic reticulum during their transit. The orientation of the protein in the plasma membrane is determined by the topogenic sequence. Topogenic sequence is nothing, it is a stop transfer sequence within the polypeptide chain. So topogenic sequence will help to carry the protein in this diagram. This is the rough endoplasmic lumen, and see here this is the yellow color particle. This is the newly synthesized proteins which is formed a vesicle from the endoplasmic reticulum. So this the vesicle is detached from the endoplasmic reticulum, carrying with the newly synthesized proteins and attached to the cis site of the Golgi complex, and it releases the newly synthesized protein into the Golgi complex. In the Golgi complex, this newly synthesized protein is processed, and after processing it released from the cis trans site of the Golgi complex in the form of through the new vesicle which carry this protein embedded with the membrane of the vesicle. This vesicle moves from the transform of Golgi complex to the plasma membrane, and with the plasma membrane it is fused with and the inserted proteins which targeted to the plasma membrane. Okay, so this diagram is showing the whole story to target the plasma protein. Now another proteins are targeted to the different cell organelles. So targeting proteins to subcellular organizations like endoplasmic reticulum, targeted to lysosome, targeted to mitochondria, targeted to nucleus and peroxisome also. So one by one we will discuss the suborganelles targeting protein. Now proteins targeting to endoplasmic reticulum. Proteins targeted to endoplasmic reticulum are synthesized on rough endoplasmic reticulum and get inserted to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. ये वही बात होगी कि जहाँ से उसको synthesize किया जा रहा है वहीं पर उसको target किया जा रहा है. Means that behind this we can assume that कि हमने कोई letter लिखा और अपने ही address उस पर डाल दिया तो वो जाएगा letter box के through पूरा sorting होगी. Sorting होने के बाद फिर वापस हमारे घर में ही deliver कर दिया जाएगा. Same story is behind this. So protein targeted to endoplasmic reticulum synthesis. The sequence that causes the retention of the protein in the endoplasmic reticulum includes leucine. These 4 amino acids are tagged at a C-terminal. So such type of newly synthesized proteins are targeted to endoplasmic reticulum. Glutamine, leucine, these are present at C-terminal. So ये sequence यदि present है that protein will targeted to endoplasmic reticulum. The red dot is indicating the ribosomes which synthesizing newly synthesized proteins. This arrow is indicating the transfer the newly synthesized protein to Golgi complex, and after the processing through the Golgi complex, a vesicle is released from the trans site of the vesicle sequence. Lysine, asparagine, glutamine and leucine at the C terminal, they were targeted to endoplasmic reticulum. Now lysosomal protein, targeting to the lysosomal proteins. Lysosomal proteins have a specific tag. That tag is M6P. M6P यदि newly synthesized protein पर present है, that protein will target to lysosomes. This is a simple remember M6P. So if mannose M6P means mannose 6 phosphate. Mannose 6 phosphate is present in protein. That protein will target to lysosome. Is added to the glycoproteins within the Golgi complex. ठीक है, Golgi complex में इसका phosphorylation होता है. The modified glycoprotein with M6P will be targeted to Golgi complex to the lysosomes. Reticulum, here protein are synthesized and for the processing is entered to the Golgi complex. After the processing is moved in the form under this vesicle which have the mannose 6 phosphate as a tag, and this vesicle will target this protein to lysosome. So here is a protein targeting defect, that is a very important disease, that is called eye cell disease. It is also known eye for inclusion cell disease. It is nothing failure to the produce of the mannose 6 phosphate due to the deficiency of the phosphotransferase. UDP NAG phosphotransferase enzyme की deficiency के कारण ये disease develop होती है. So remember this enzyme phosphotransferase UDP NAG UDP and acetyl glucosamine phosphotransferase enzyme. तो ये if this enzyme is defected or not forming in the cells, so mannose 6 phosphate will not form in the newly synthesized protein. So lysosomal protein will not be targeted, है ना. So in eye cell disease results in the selective deficiency of 8 lysosomal enzymes which are present in other part of the cells. जब lysosome में ये वो प्रोटीन टारगेट नहीं होंगे तो डेफिनेटली कहीं और भी प्रेजेंट होंगे. So this lysosomal to phosphorylate, so UDP and NAG phosphotransferase phosphorylate this protein bound mannose. So mannose 6 phosphate NAG complex will be formed, protein M6 NAG complex. So protein with mannose 6 phosphate targeted to lysosome. In the this protein becomes the active form and enzyme. What is the defect story behind it? See here. So NAG phosphotransferase is defected. यदि defected है तो क्या होगा, ये रिएक्शन नहीं होगी. रिएक्शन नहीं होगी मतलब मैनोज का फॉस्फोराइलेशन नहीं होगा. जब मैनोज का फॉस्फोराइलेशन नहीं होगा दैट में टारगेट नहीं होगा. जब टारगेट नहीं है दैट न्यूली सिंथेसाइज्ड प्रोटीन विल नॉट बी टारगेटेड टू लाइसोसोम. दैट मीन्स द प्रोटीन विल बी मूव टू एक्स्ट्रासेलुलर मैट्रिक्स. So this lysosomal protein will rushed in the extracellular matrix, will reach in the plasma. So increasing lysosomal enzyme in plasma will not be active. So because this pH is acidic. So due to the deficiency of this enzyme in lysosomes, proteoglycans, lipids, nucleic acid and proteins, deficiency of this enzyme. So all these inclusion bodies will accumulate in the plasma or in specific bodies. This different type of that is called eye cell disease. Now eye cell disease is defective gene in the synthesis of the disease is eye cell disease. There is some dyes which stained with tissues. There's a pass give positive test for carbohydrate, that is the parahydroacidic strain, and Sudan black B also give positive test for lipids protein. That means that person will be eye cell disease. Now clinical manifestation Hurler syndrome. Hurler syndrome is also a lysosomal span. Some type of clinical manifestations are present in eye cell disease. All same type of जो Hurler syndrome में होते हैं वही eye cell disease में हमको देखने को मिलते हैं. But all type of accumulations are present in lysosomes. Hurler syndrome में जो inclusions body हैं, they lysosome में present होते हैं. But in the eye cell disease they are not as inclusion bodies test positive. All inclusions bodies are present in the lysosome. So Hurler syndrome will not give such type of strain positive in Hurler syndrome. But beside this, the eye cell disease give all the positive test because the inclusion body to Hurler syndrome, but eye cell disease is more severe than those of the Hurler syndrome. The obvious during infancy and may include multiple abnormalities of the skull and face. Now protein targeted to mitochondrial on free cytosolic ribosomes. So cytosol, not on endoplasmic reticulum. They also synthesize proteins. So that proteins are called cytosolic synthesized protein, or that the machinery is called the polysomes. So they are released into the cytosol. So newly-synthesized proteins also released into cytosol. So cytosol मैट्रिक्स टारगेटिंग सीक्वेंस उसमें होता है, वो टारगेट करते हैं माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के लिए. दैट एंड टर्मिनल एंड कंपेराइज मेनली बेसिक अमीनो एसिड्स एंड हाइड्रोक्सी अमीनो एसिड्स complexes. So commonly basic amino acid and hydroxy amino acid sequence is commonly is called amphipathic helix. Amphipathic helix containing proteins mostly targeted to mitochondrial matrix. So see here, this is the polysomes. दिस इज द पोलिसोम. वाइट कलर में जो mRNA के ऊपर ये राइबोसोम या साइटोसोलिक प्रोटीन. दिस साइटोसोलिक प्रोटीन्स हैव द एम्पीपैथिक हेलिक्स. एम्पीपैथिक हेलिक्स लाइक दिस बेसिक अमीनो एसिड एंड हाइड्रोक्सी अमीनो एसिड्स का ये ब्लैक कलर का जो सीक्वेंस दिख रहा है, दैट एज अ एम्पीपैथिक सीक्वेंस विच प्रेजेंट इन दिस प्रोटीन्स. तो दिस प्रोटीन्स आर टारगेटेड टू माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. Here are all HSP70 and HSP60 proteins. HSP70 और HSP60 proteins ये क्या था, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को जो है फोल्डिंग करने से रोकता है. सो फोल्डिंग करने से रोकेगा, दैट प्रोटीन विल बी इजीली इंसर्टेड इनटू माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. टॉम एंड टिम complexes also help to translocate the protein from cytosol to matrix. Tom means translocon on outer membrane and Tim is the translocon on inner membrane. So T for translocane outer membrane, T for translocane or inner membrane. Both are transporters. They are specific for the translocating the newly synthesized proteins into the mitochondria. Tom 40, Tom 20 to 22 and Tom 70 mediate to import proteins on outer membrane, and Tim 23 to 17 and Tim 44 and Tim 54 and Tim 22 and Tim 9 10 mediate to import proteins into mitochondrial matrix. OXA1 also helps to import proteins with the TIMS. तो TIMS के साथ में OXA1 भी अपना ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए. So HSP70 and HSP60 keeps the Tom 40 on the surface of the outer membrane of mitochondria. The import proteins into mitochondria is in the extended form. And then refolding takes place in the matrix, releasing with HSP70 and HSP60 and becomes a functional enzymes. So unfolded protein 60 release होने के बाद they become a folded and become a functional protein in the matrix. Now nuclear proteins, target of nuclear proteins. Proteins targeted फॉर न्यूक्लियर ऑफ वो एक टैग रहता है न्यूली सिंथेसाइज्ड प्रोटीन में. दैट टाइप ऑफ प्रोटीन्स आर सॉर्टेड फॉर द टारगेटिंग द न्यूक्लियस थ्रू द न्यूक्लियर पोर इनटू द न्यूक्लियस. सो बिलो 500 kD proteins can be easily passes through a nuclear pore. The above protein from the 500 kilodalton they will be transported. So the import of these proteins are aided by a nuclear import proteins such as the alpha importin and RNA proteins. Alpha importins will help to transport the proteins which are bigger than the 500 kilodalton. So these proteins that enter the nucleus are completely folded into these are the endoplasmic reticulum. So protein are synthesized. So lysine, arginine, lysine. So these are the penta 5 amino acid जो lysine arginine के लगे हुए हैं. This the specific tag which nucleus. Now peroxisomal protein. Proteins which are targeted to peroxisome. The proteins targeted to peroxisomes have lies at C terminal. So they तीन ये अमीनो एसिड को याद रखना पड़ेगा. सिराइन, लाइसिन या ल्यूसिन यदि प्रोटीन में प्रेजेंट है, that newly synthesized proteins are targeted to lysosome. So now next defects is Zellweger syndrome, also known as a cerebrohepatorenal syndrome. It is involved is plasmalogen level and accumulation of long chain polyunsaturated fatty acids containing 26 carbon and 28 carbon in the brain. The clinical manifestations are neurological and hepatic dysfunctions of Zellweger syndrome. Now next defect of protein targeting is primary hyperoxaluria. primary hyperoxaluria. It is nothing, it is a autosomal recessive disorder. Disease is due to a protein targeting defect. The main characteristics is increased excretion of oxalate. So why oxalates are accumulated? It is due to a deficiency. So alanine glyoxylate aminotransferase enzyme is a paroxysomal enzyme. This is a misleads to transport to mitochondria and becomes inactive. जाना चाहिए था इसको paroxysm में इस प्रोटीन को जो alanine glyoxylate transferase aminotransferase enzyme का काम करेगा, लेकिन वो मिस ट्रांसपोर्ट होकर के वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया और दूसरे सेल ऑर्गेनेल्स में ट्रांसफर हो जाता है. So due to the deficiency of alanine glyoxylate aminotransferase, the defect is become primary hyperoxaluria. This leads to increased pool size of the glyoxylate and excess production of oxalate. ऑक्सलेट का यहाँ पर प्रोडक्शन होने लगता है. रीनल डिपोजिशन ऑफ ऑक्सलेट वुड कॉज नेफ्रोलिथियसिस, रीनल कोलिक एंड द हिमचूरिया. एक्स्ट्रा रीनल ऑक्सोलोसिस में बी सीन इन हार्ट एंड ब्लड वेसल्स एंड बोन, है ना. ये नेफ्रोलिथियोसिस इज कॉमन, रीनल कोलिक इज कॉमन एंड हिमोचूरिया में आल्सो एडवांस स्टेज ऑफ द this disease hyperoxaluria. Now extrarenal oxalosis is also may be seen in heart, blood cells and bone also. To reduce this disease, the principal management is to increase the oxalate excretion by increasing water intake. खूब पानी पी करके ऑक्सलेट को वॉश बॉडी से वॉश किया जाए. दैट इज द प्रिंसिपल मैनेजमेंट ऑफ दिस प्राइमरी hyperoxaluria. And second thing is that to minimize the dietary intake of oxalate rich food like leafy vegetables, tea, coffee, beetroot and spinach, इनको खाने से रोकना चाहिए क्योंकि because these are the oxalate rich food. Now these are the defects: eye cell disease, Zerber syndrome and primary hyperoxaluria. इन पर शॉर्ट नोट्स पूछे जा सकते हैं. एंड द क्वेश्चंस प्राइमरी hyperoxaluria डिफेक्ट्स पर बनेंगे, आई सेल डिसीज एंड प्रोटीन टारगेटिंग टू माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, प्रोटीन टारगेटिंग टू लाइसोसोम एंड डिफेक्ट्स, जिसमें हम आई सेल डिसीज का डिस्क्रिप्शन देंगे टारगेट करके लाइसोसोम्स का. एंड दिस द सम इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. थैंक यू.